Hey there everybody, my name is Dr. Benjamin Alter.
And my name is Dr. Susanna Alter.
And we're the co-founders of Alter Health, and we're really pleased to connect with you this evening in our kitchen for a little lesson on oil-free cooking. We're doing it!
We're finally recording our first cooking demo.
We got the camera there, we got a camera there, sound and things are happening. We even have a light on because because we have a window here that kind of backlights, so hopefully the lighting's good, that we got the ambience and it's dinner time. We're in the kitchen where we love to be.
So really it's dinner time for us. So we're cooking our dinner that we're going to eat tonight.
Really, the focus of this video is to dive into oil-free cooking, specifically water sauteing, water frying, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to be focused on today.
It's possible. It's possible to cook without oil, believe it or not. And it's actually really tasty to do so as well.
So Susanna's going to start chopping away. So I'll kind of introduce you to my favorite pan, green pan. And we got it from Amazon, ceramic coated, no Teflon, none of that stuff. And the most important part is the lid. The lid is really important when it comes to oil-free cooking, water sauteing.
So I'm chopping up some onions here. We always start the water saute with onions. Onions add so much flavor to the saute and also adds a really nice kind of caramelized consistency. I save the onion skins. I don't just throw them away or throw them in the compost, but we have a special bag that we put our valuable compost. We store it in the freezer so that when that bag gets full of things like onion skin and the butts of asparagus and
Didn't you know that there were such things as valuable compost?
Yeah.
You know, every little scrap of food has nutrition in it. So we make our own vegetable broth using veggie scraps. Turn this guy
That's a lot
on.
of onions.
One of the most important things when it comes to oil-free cooking is having water, because we're cooking with water, not oil. Water, not oil. A fancy container for my water. So I poured in the water, and we're going to just get it nice and hot. Get this pan nice and hot. I want to show you another favorite tool that I have in the kitchen when it comes to oil-free cooking, and that's this handy-dandy spatula. It's got a couple battle scars, some wounds, but it still does the job pretty darn well. It's like a silicone-coated spatula, so we're going to just stir things up.
And this is for real how it usually is in our kitchen. I'm usually the person chopping, and Ben is like the master water sauteer. He's got mad skills.
Mad skills. At this point, we're just going to cover with the lid.
Maybe this is a good time for me to just talk a little bit about the medicinal qualities of onions and garlic, since they're currently what we're putting in the pan. Both of these foods contain a compound called allicin, and allicin is antimicrobial. Are you ready for the garlic?
Yep.
Okay.
So garlic and onion, kind of staples in the water saute. They can go right in. Alrighty. The key is really to have just a little bit of water in at all times, otherwise things might start to burn and you just don't want that to happen.
Okay, next ingredient is mushrooms. This is also a really key ingredient. Adds so much flavor and really good texture. Mushrooms are so good for us. They contain several compounds, several different polysaccharides called beta-glucans.
So at this point, the pan is super duper hot. Things are really going really nicely. It's probably a good idea to turn back down the heat just a little bit. And the mushrooms can go in and join the party with the onions and garlic. Give it a nice stir.
When do you put the seasonings in?
Thanks for reminding me. So at this point, it's also a good idea to put in your seasonings that you're going to be cooking with. These are the ones that I picked, and I'm up for your input, Susanna.
Cool.
But we're going with kind of like a Mexican-ish theme. So we got chili powder, cumin, a little bit of cayenne, because we like a little kick. So I don't really measure things. I just kind of eyeball it.
And I'm gonna add some carrots. Not really a common vegetable to be put in like these kind of stir fries, but hey, I like them. I like Mexican carrots. And it's what we had in the fridge. A lot of times when Ben and I are cooking, we're not following recipes. So we don't go to the store with a list of ingredients to buy. Rather, we go to the store and just kind of buy whatever our bodies are wanting at that time. Whatever looks good, whatever looks fresh.
You just want to incorporate all of those spices in with the veggies. You just want to make sure there's always a little bit of water in the pan at all times so things don't get burned. Sometimes I do have to add a little extra water from time to time. At this point, you might also be wondering what the heck we're gonna eat with our delicious water sauteed vegetables. Tonight, we're gonna eat them with potatoes and beans. Those are kind of staples in the ultra healthy kitchen. In addition, of course, to our big salad. I'm gonna check on these sauteed veggies. Things are looking really good, I must say, and smelling really good. So basically what we're looking for is, just kind of a caramelization, a translucent appearance to your onions, and you want to make sure that the mushrooms are also kind of losing their whites and becoming more brown and just starting to cook.
At a certain point, we get to our vegetables that really don't need that much time to cook.
Tonight it's zucchini and broccoli on a base of kind of mushrooms and onions and garlic. Sometimes it's peppers, sometimes it's potatoes, cabbage,
eggplant,
cauliflower, eggplant, green leafy vegetables. Of course, that's usually another thing that goes in. You can kind of throw those in right at the end. Zucchini and broccoli, yeah, they take, probably 5 to 7 minutes. So we'll put them in about 5 to 7 minutes or so before we're done with cooking this stir fry.
Broccoli is another sulfur-containing food. Sulfur is a super important mineral. We need it for proper detoxification. Specifically, broccoli contains a compound called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane has been studied to be really great for your brain health, has been really good to be good for your heart health. It's basically good for everything. That's why broccoli is known as one of the most healthy foods.
So let's also talk about why the heck we're cooking this way. It is non-traditional, I guess you could say. Most people cook with some sort of fat, some sort of oil, some sort of butter, whatever it may be. And we're not a fan of that. So let's briefly talk about why that is. It's not necessary. Oil is a processed food. They take the avocado and squeeze it and all the oil comes out, or they take the olive and squeeze it and the oil comes out. And the more processed and refined fats like corn oil, soybean oil, and things like that, there's often chemicals involved in the processing of those fats. And just frankly, we don't want to eat processed foods. And the other thing about oil is that it's pure fat. It has no other source of nutrients, micronutrients. Some olive oils and some oils pride themselves on being rich in polyphenols, antioxidants, and things like that. But the fact of the matter is that always, regardless, 100% of the time, the whole food is going to provide more nutrition than any processed aspect of that food.
So we'll get fat in a different form tonight.
Beans are done.
We'll get our fat in the whole food form. And different ways that we do that is we'll top our salad with some avocado or with a dressing that we make out of nuts and seeds. We'll do another video on that later. There's better ways to bring fat into the diet in the way that it was really supposed to enter our body.
So these look really good. I'm gonna make sure that we still have water in there. Not quite, as you can see down here, we're kind of running out of water and the heat is a little high, so I'm going to turn the heat down, maybe add just a splash more of water. Now we're going to add in our final veggies.
And zucchini is one of those veggies that really sweats a lot, right? It brings in a lot of water.
That's a good point. So we lost the broccoli down there. I'm going to rescue it. All of these veggies that are going into the saute, they all have a water content to them, and that water content is going to be released into our pan and provide some moisture to cook the rest of the vegetables. So you don't want to add too much water to the pan to the point where things get kind of soggy and mushy. Unless you like soggy and mushy vegetables, there's nothing wrong with that.
So just look at all of this good compost we collected in this one meal. This is going to add a lot of flavor and nutrition to a broth.
All right, so at this point, things are looking really pretty darn good. And we're just going to kind of cover it up and let it do its thing.
When we're water sauteing, we have several different flavor palettes we can choose from. And tonight we've got some kind of Mexican theme going. But some of our other favorite flavors are, if we cook with coconut aminos, we get kind of an Asian themed flavor. We can also chop in some fresh ginger that really brings a delicious kind of Asian stir-fry flavor. Sometimes we do Italian seasonings. We could even bring in some tomatoes, a little bit of tomato sauce. One of our favorites is using Thai curry paste. And we found a curry paste that has 0 oil in it, which definitely check the ingredient list. A lot of curry pastes do have oil. And then one last flavor that we really like is Indian curry.
So at this point, we're just going to kind of check on our veggies, give them a little poke. You know, everyone's got their preference when it comes to their broccoli doneness.
And I just want to show off what I made in the time that we've been waiting for the veggies to cook. A beautiful salad here. You almost can't see the salad because it's covered in so many microgreens.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Alter Health Kitchen. Hope you guys learned something. Let us know what you think. Have you tried this before in your kitchen? Do you have any secrets that we might be missing out on in our oil-free cooking approach? Let us know.
All right, we're gonna go enjoy this delicious dinner now.
Feel free to like, subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. We appreciate you, and we'll check you next time.
Also, know that we offer weekly group coaching online to a group of individuals who are all moving towards living a healthier lifestyle. We cover topics such as healthy cooking, but also nutrition, sleep, hydration, mind-body medicine. We even go into talking about some specific disease states. So it's a really cool opportunity for like-minded people to come together and really feel that support, feel that community, and we invite you to join.